Hi everyone, Rob here, and greetings from Wisconsin. So this funny thing happened to me the other day. I was working on the script for this video. I thought this would be a fine time to talk about the importance of making an attack plan. And in the script I talked about how often people think they have an attack plan, but really all they have is a template of a plan, and how they fail because they don't tailor their plan according to the base that they're attacking. So to highlight my awesome plan making ability, I took my war assignment as actually a pretty good opportunity to show you guys what it would look like to take a Lavalunian attack and tailor it specifically to the base I was assigned. For example, I talked about how I shouldn't attack from the southeast because of the gap between the air defenses, a concept I talked about in my very first video. I also talked about how I shouldn't attack from the southwest because it's awfully close to so many things that'll take down a Hound, and my attack could die and die quickly. The plan of the attack was to attack from the northeast, using 2 Hounds to distract the air defense while the balloons go nuts. I wrote my video script and I planned my attack from work, but somewhere in the process of driving from work to home, I must have had a stroke. As you can see, I did not attack from the northeast, but rather the southwest, and my troops died and died quickly, just like how my plan said. And yes, for those of you playing along at home, there is a beautiful irony here. In making a video on the importance of having a plan, I left my plan in my other pant pocket. I was so pissed at myself and so embarrassed by my abject failure that I figured, screw this game and a Lavalunian attack. And I started making go white troops for the next war attack. And yes, I started making troops before I knew who I was going to attack, how I was going to attack. All in a video about the importance of having a plan of attack. The only problem is my go white troops suck. I couldn't use them in a war. The funny part about it all is that in the original video, I had this Dr. Phil moment about how often I see people poorly planning not only their own attacks, but their own lives. How often people have a generic plan in place, whether it be Lavalunian or it's stay in school, don't get in trouble, find a good job, and they find out quickly in life that they're failing miserably because their plan doesn't account for something like the quality of their troops, i.e. what they're good at. But I suppose I could add to that the dangers of distractibility, because the next day I was at work reflecting on my failure from the day before and how my camps were filled with useless troops. I realized how some people, instead of just working hard to earn an education or develop a skill early in life, some people find themselves distracted on the other side of the base, and I need a drink. What the crap? Let me in. Hands are shaking. I haven't had you in a while. I think I melted the seal. This is not my week. So these jars, so you normally put pickles or something in. Don't use it to store your moonshine for more than 24 hours, because apparently the seal melts to the glass. This whole week sucks. So to recap, I found myself coming away from a victory that felt like a defeat, with a camp full of expensive but useless troops. So what do? As usual, when I find myself with useless troops, I decided I'd turn to the Goblin and do a reenactment of Pickett's charge. The only funny thing was, I won. I did a fairly standard go wipe with a side of witches. Started with golems up by their air defenses, blew through the wall with a couple of wall breakers, dropped the P.E.K.K.A.s, wizards, heroes, clan castle, and finally witches. And I won. I dropped a couple of spells to help them along the way, and the rest is history. So what's the real lesson here? I still stick by the importance of having a plan, making an assessment based on what you have and what you hope to accomplish. But another lesson to take away from this is the fact that any attempt, even if you don't have a plan, even if your troops suck, any attempt will find more success than no attempt at all. Now, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Now go spend time with your family. I want in, I want in, I want in. Plan B. So the nice thing about scotch, it helps you get through a lot of tough times. Like, for example, when scotch is all you have left in the house. Now the glass is clean. Tastes like broken dreams.